Hey Gemini, I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, November 6th to Monday, November 13th, 2017. Now, what's going on for you this week, Gemini, or really for all of us, is that I think we're still dealing with some of the stuff that we've been dealing with for the past few weeks, trying to understand them better, trying to get breakthroughs on them, trying to put them in the right perspective so that we can begin to move forward in a much better way, all right? That's what I think is happening there. Now for you in particular, it's going to have to do right here where Saturn is in your 7th house of partnerships and of relationships. I think you're trying to figure out your relationships, the people in your life, and what is going on there for you, how you can just work with people better and have the relationships that you want and need. I think a lot of that has to do right here where Chiron is in your 10th house of career, with Saturn squaring Chiron in your 10th house this week. So I think you're figuring out how can you have the right relationships that can work with you in your career, that can put your life in a better direction, that can help you move up in the world and give yourself the reputation or the social standing that it is that you want, okay? I think those are big things in your mind. With this being a square, with this being Chiron, I think it could be a little hard for you here, not sure if your relationships really can help you move in the right direction. Maybe also not sure about your career as well and the life that you're having in the direction that you're moving in, making some things difficult for you with other people. But I think the message of this week is not to get so lost in your career and where your life is going and whether or not people can help you move your life in the direction that you want to move in, but to really just focus on your relationships, focus on people, focus on understanding people and having the relationships that are important to you. And I think if you can focus on your relationships, whether or not they can help you put your life in the right direction and give you the career you want, I think they're eventually going to help you here where Uranus is, okay, to help you move forward on some goals and some dreams of yours, okay, with Saturn here in a trine with Uranus. And I think relationships are really going to be the key here to keep moving forward on that, even if it's uncomfortable, even if you don't know where your life is going or if they can help you. I think people are ultimately going to allow you to refine and help you to refine some of your ideas and thoughts about the life that you want and about who it is you really want to be and about what is going on there. I think they're also going to help you to associate better with the groups of people that you feel like are more made for you and are more meant for you, but just not getting too lost in some concerns that you may have about your career and about your reputation, and just allowing yourself to go where you feel called to and to go towards what is important to you. And I think people are going to help you move in that direction. All right, now as you're thinking about some of this stuff going on with your relationships, I also think there's stuff coming up here too in your 6th house where Scorpio is, of your job and of your daily routines. So these people that you're talking to in these relationships, I think you really want them to help you on the day-to-day, to work for you at your job, to help you organize your life in some way here and not be so crazy with relationships, but to have some that just really can work for you and just help you in a very practical way going on in some way. Okay, now I know this isn't the first time that I've mentioned your 6th house and job stuff coming in here. That's because we did have Mercury here last month, even though it's not there anymore, and because we had Jupiter just move in there too. But we still have the Sun here this month and this week especially, and Venus, which just moved in, bringing more focus to your job, to your daily routines, making it really important for you to make sure that you can work with people on the day-to-day in a really good way, even if where you're going with people is a little uncertain. All right. So I think that's what's going on there with Venus in a conjunction with Jupiter in your 6th house. I think you're trying to figure out what kind of daily routines do you want, what kind of job do you want, what do you need on the day-to-day, what's important to you, maybe also thinking about your health, how you can get your health in the right place too, so that you can begin to move forward better with relationships and with other people and to feel more confident and more comfortable about what you're doing on the day-to-day. Okay, I think if you can figure out what's going on with your job, what's going on with you on the day-to-day, okay, in a very practical way, and to get right with your health, I think it's going to help you open up some doors here where Pluto is in your 8th house to make some big changes you need to make in life when it comes to your job and your daily routines, with the Sun here in a sextile with Pluto. Okay, but really not knowing what changes you need to make and not knowing what it is that you really want without first figuring out what do you want your days to look like, what do you want your job to look like, how can you organize your life and get your life running more smoothly and more efficiently. And I think that's going to be the big thing for you this week, in addition to working with other people and working with your relationships. That's going to help you to maneuver your life in the right direction and to do some things that it is that you really want to do in life. Okay, I also think that by focusing on your job and focusing on your daily routines, it's also going to help you here where the North Node is in your third house of talk and communication, to communicate more openly about what it is that you want and about what it is that is going on with you and about what it is that's happening as well on the day today. Now, I don't know if the communication is going to come easily or is going to come at first, because this is a square coming into your 6th, but I think by working with your daily routines and by working with your job and by putting it in a better place, it's eventually going to allow you to feel much better thinking about and communicating about your life than it would have before, okay? And needing to really focus on trying your best to communicate and think about your life in the right ways as you work some of this other stuff out. Now, as you're trying to figure that out, okay, and to work with other people and to figure out how other people can help you do some things that are important to you, all right, and trying to get your day-to-day job and responsibilities and things also on board with your relationships, I think there's a lot of thought here where Mercury is in your 7th house with other people, trying to figure out how people can help you also create the career that it is that you want. So I think as for the beginning of the week and maybe the past few weeks, it's been hard for you to understand how your relationships can really help you increase your social standing, but still needing to work with other people anyways to help maybe do some things that are important to you. I think towards the end of the week, you start to think a little bit more seriously. And I think this serious thought is going to become more and more into focus this month, but I think you start to think a little bit more seriously now about, okay, I'm starting to get a hang of what people I want in my life and what relationships are going on in my job and my daily routines, and how can I bring all of this together here? How can I stop being so confused or so hurt about my career and about where my life is going, and really start to get on top of it here and have the relationships that I need and really get people on board with my career. And I think more of that starts to come into play as to where the beginning of the week is kind of understanding things and exploring. The end of the week is more trying to think more seriously here about what is happening and where life is going and how people can help you do some things that it is that you want to do. Okay, so that's what's going on there. The moon also this week going to be in this part of your chart, your 1st house, your 2nd house of money, and your 3rd house of communication. So as you're trying to work with people, organize your job, reach some of your goals, and bring everything together, I think you're also thinking a lot about what you want, how you can feel comfortable and confident doing some of these things, maybe some money financially, what kind of finances you need too, so that you can really begin to do some things that are important to you and work with other people in the best way to create a life that it is that you really want. Okay, so that's what I see for you, Gemini. Now, your card for the week is the Knight of Pentacles reversed. What this card means to me is that there may be hard for you to put plans in place this week. All right, maybe you want some more stability in your life. Maybe you want financial situations to happen too, money stuff to come together, and maybe not feeling like it's there, not feeling like things are coming together. And I think the message of this card that's reversed is a plan. You need a plan and you need a strategy. If you want more stability in your life, if you want to build more money or more financial stuff or more security and more stability into your life, I think you need to figure out how can you do that? What small steps can you take in order to get there? And you need to take the steps, and you need to make sure that you follow up on the steps to make sure that they happen and don't get lost on the wayside here. And I think with so much going on in your 6th house of your job and your daily routines, that makes the 6th house is a hard house. Our days get messy with a lot of planets in the 6th house. There's so much going on. We don't know what to do. And we can't get control of it all. And I think what you need to figure out here is how you can pick what's most important to you, narrow some of your options down, take care of your life in a very practical way so that you can start to do some other things that you really need to do in life, okay, and to focus on other things that are important to you and to work with other people in the best way possible, okay? So that's what I have for you this week. Gemini, thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.